Okay, I have a old wind turbine. It's been in action for about 10 years. It's probably like 15 years old or more. The wires are all perished down in there, so they either got hot during its running. It was at my nephew's farm. I got the blades and everything. That's the blade housing. Look how thick that is. It's got that. It's that style. I ended up just cutting that through there. The bearings are knackered. Well, I've got it on the 10 amp and just connected up to 2 of the 3-phase. And just a slight, get 900 milliamps. And there's only slight cogging on a short circuit. That turned much easier than the washing machine motor got set up on that push bike. So I'll pull the housing off. It's a simple construct. It's only got 4 of these holding that on. So we'll have a look at the magnet construction in here. One thing it doesn't have is a coupling. It's just got the wire through here. When I put it up about 10 years ago, I thought that would have just twisted itself off. But apparently it doesn't. There's no real twists in there. Has a tail, so maybe the tail keeps swinging it back to the right way. It doesn't just do 360s. Not sure, but it didn't wreck that lead anyway, put it that way. So you probably don't need a coupling. Oh yeah, see how bad those wires are? They're just all crumbly. Okay, I've got that part off. I've tried pushing this through. It sort of comes out, but it quickly pulls itself back in there. So there's a lot of magnet force in there. Gonna have to try to get something to pull it out. It's gonna be hard by myself, I guess. I'll have a think about it. I just found a piece of magnet, I reckon. It was from there. Those are the strips of magnets, I think. By the looks of it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 magnets. Let's hope that one's still intact. Looks like it may have hit the side of the stator and chipped it. So must be a N52. It's pretty strong. Might undo the stator and see if it slides out completely. I think that's holding the stator in. Only one. Nothing else around there. Alright, I got it out. I put my feet on here, put my gloves on and gave that a mighty pull. It's pretty very strong. That bearing ring's knackered. When you get your hand in there it moves. I don't want to get too greasy with the camera. So it looks alright around here. They look alright. Whoops. Well, just needs clean up. May have scraped a little bit there. There's some wear marks around there, but nothing too serious. Just have to replace 2 bearings. Let's hope that's not worn out. Don't think it is. I think just the bearing ring collapsed. It goes up and down and side to side. It's a bit seized too. So I got to knock them out. and replace them. I think I might have a nice little generator here. The magnets are only about 5 mil thick, so probably 40, maybe 50, 40. Yeah, about 40. Cool. I'll order some magnets. Order some bearings. Okay, I got my bearings, got it back together. These, I think they're copper. Oh, no, they might not be. Aluminium or stainless. Got it on the 10 amp. Just going to only move it slightly. Oh, hang on, get this into view. The bearings only cost like $7. It does cog. You can see the cogging effect right now, and it's only, I'm just doing 2 leads, not rectified or anything. Well, there's an amp there. Not that hard to turn over when it's cogging. I can easily hand crank 1 amp if I had a decent handle other than that thing there. So it was actually only the front bearing which was knackered, probably because it needs to be a roller bearing, takes sideward push. But I would just replace it with the same identical ones. They're like $7 each. It was easy to pull apart because this bearing just flopped out, but putting it back together was a bit difficult. I think an hour and a half. I was having trouble with alignment. I think when I seated this bearing wasn't quite seated properly, so it might have been on a bit of an angle which was skewing it all. So I pulled this off with great difficulty because the magnet's holding all this in, and it's like so hard to pull apart. Yeah, so I got myself a free wind generator. I got the blades and everything in the shed, but I'm gonna try it as a little generator for something else. I'll do a voltage check in a minute. Okay, I got it on AC voltage. I think I can get it to 10 volts just by hand. So I might dig around and see if I can find a rectifier and connect all 3 up and see what we get. I'll do that. Okay, I've got the bridge rectifier set up. It's on DC. It can easily do 10 volts, just at that speed, thereabouts. Try milliamps. It's on the 10 amp range. And 1.3, that's at that speed there, rectified. So I can maintain 1 amp going like this. So that's not too bad. There is like, you can feel the torque, but for pumping out 1 amp, that's quite usable power. The blades are like probably 1.5 meters or something on the wind turbine. So there's 1.4, or nearly 2 amps. And that's the speed of it. Cool. Not a bad score.